Edition of Sports Pass. Over the next 30 minutes, we take our first look at all the big sporting stories from India and the world. I am Anil Thomas. Let's get started this Tuesday afternoon with the top sporting headlines. India take on South Africa in the second T20 match, but rain threat looms large. India defeat Netherlands 4-3 to reach the semi-finals of the Hockey Men's Junior World Cup. Indian Chess Grandmaster Vidit Gujrathi edges out compatriot Arjun Eragesi to clinch the chess tournament in Azerbaijan. Well, now for the stories in detail. India take on South Africa in the second T20 match in Port Elizabeth on Tuesday after the first match was washed out. But the rain threat looms large as there is a forecast for downpour at St. George's Park. These T20s are the last competitive matches South Africa will play before they name their T20 World Cup squad. India has these matches and one series further against Afghanistan in January next year. So the importance of finding the right combination is amplified for both teams. Team India is led by Suryakumar Yadav for the three-match T20 series, while Aiden Markram heads the South African team. The Indians come into the match on a high after having won the series at home against Australia 4-1. The England Cricket Board has announced its 16-member squad for the 5-match Test series against India beginning in January next year. The visitors have included 3 uncapped players in their squad. They are pacer Gus Atkinson, spinner Tom Hartley and Shoaib Bashir. England have called up 4 spinners for the challenging tour that starts with the first test in Hyderabad on Jan 25th. Besides the uncapped duo of Tom Hartley and Shoaib Bashir, Jack Leach and Rohan Rahim Ahmed are also part of the England travelling party. The team will be led by Ben Stokes, while Ollie Pope will be his deputy. Well, Australian batter and all-rounder Travis Head has been named as the ICC Men's Player of the Month for November 2023. Travis Head beat tough competition from teammate Glenn Maxwell and Indian seamer Mohammad Shami to claim the honour. Head smashed an explosive century to help Australia win the 6th ICC Cricket World Cup title. He scored 220 runs in November, including a half-century and a century. The International Cricket Council, that's ICC, has announced the revised schedule for the Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup, which is set to be held in South Africa. The tournament will take place from Jan 19 to Feb 11th in 2024. The 15th edition of the tournament was originally scheduled to take place in Sri Lanka, but was relocated to South Africa following ICC's decision to suspend the island nation in November. The schedule sees the new host kick off its campaign against the West Indies, while reigning champions India start their defence of its crown a day later against Bangladesh. In the group listings, India is joined by Bangladesh, Ireland and USA in Group A. Group B consists of England, South Africa, West Indies and Scotland. Group C features Australia, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe and Namibia, while Group D is made up of Afghanistan, Pakistan, New Zealand and Nepal. Well, Indian Grandmaster Vidit Gujrathi defeated compatriot Arjun Eragesi by 0.5 points to win the 9th Vugar Gashimov Memorial Chess Tournament in Azerbaijan. Vidit finished the 10-player tournament with 22 points, while Arjun had 21.5 points after 27 rounds of rapid and blitz games. Vidit drew 7, lost 1 and won 2 matches in rapid time controls to finish second behind Azerbaijan's Aydin Suleimanli with 11 points in 9 rounds. Vidit finished on top alongside Hungary's Richard Rapport with 12 points in the double round-robin blitz format. He came out as a winner against the local favourite Nijit Abasov, Temur Rajabov and Shakyar Mamadrevov. Indian southern city of Chennai will host the Chennai Grandmasters Chess Championship from the 15th to the 21st. There will be the strongest tournament held on Indian soil with an official average rating of 2,711 yellow rating points. The 7-day tournament will give the Indian Grandmaster D. Gukesh Arjun Eragasi another shot at making it to the Candidates Tournament. The Candidates Tournament is a marquee event that gives the winner a chance to challenge the current world champion. Both Gukesh and Arjun received a straight win in the tournament to secure their candidates spot. On to hockey, and good news there for Indian hockey fans. The Indian junior men's hockey team have booked a spot in the semi-finals of the FIH Hockey Men's Junior World Cup after they defeated Netherlands 4-3 in the second quarter-final on Tuesday in Kuala Lumpur. India trailed behind the Netherlands by 2 goals till the first half or the half-time, but a fight back in the second half saw the score finish at 3-2. In the final quarter, Saurabh Anand Kushwaha equalized for India with 8 minutes to go. Following that, captain Uttam Singh led from the front and gave India a 1-goal cushion with 2 minutes to go. The Indian team entered the quarterfinals high on confidence after defeating Canada 10-1. They also beat Korea 4-2, and before that they lost to Spain 1-4. But the junior men's hockey team there, the semi-finals and finals take place on the 14th and 16th of December. And the junior hockey team in perfect position there, considering the run that they have shown in this particular World Cup. But for more on the story, we've got Prabjot Singh, senior sports journalist there, joining us this evening, covering that event live for us, joining us live from Kuala Lumpur. Prabjot, give us a sense of how exactly has this team bounced back. Do they show the tenacity, to bounce back from such tough situations?
Yeah, India started well. They beat Korea, but the second game against Spain, they lost their rhythm, they lost their movements, and they lost to Spain. That was a little disappointing in the team because the team had come well prepared and they were hoping that they will win all the matches, pool matches. But anyway, so they recovered in the third game against Canada and won 10-1. That was a big win and a morale boosting win for India, and especially when they got all the goals like penalty corners and also field goals. So the team was got back into rhythm, but then Holland, the Netherlands, though they have never won a World Cup before, Holland, they played very well, they started very well, and in the first half they took 2-0 lead, and which was many thought in the stand like India is not going to make it because Holland were playing very well. But somehow India got his rhythm back in the third quarter, and they got their goal and they equalized when the score was 2-all. India looked like enjoying an upper hand, and they started playing very well, especially the forward line and the half line. They combined very well. And when they got Holland again got the lead, made 3-2. Then again it looked like maybe India is under pressure, but India came back strongly, equalized 3-all, and then they got a penalty stroke, and that was a match turning point. And Arijit, who has been the top scorer for India, but was little off in second and third match, was back again in good form today. So India got 3-all, and then finally, it was following a penalty corner. Captain Uttam Singh gave a final touch, and that was 4-3.
Okay.
And like earlier, India used to lose the last few seconds or last minutes the game, but this time, though Netherlands got 7 penalty corners in last 72 seconds, 7 penalty corners, Indian defense stood its ground well, defended the goal well, and India was deserving victor.
Okay, yeah. Prabjot, it sounds as if the Indian forwards along with the captain had done well, but also full marks to the Indian defense and the goalkeeper in particular to withstanding this pressure. As you mentioned, the last 72 seconds, 7 penalty corners, but overall a stupendous show by the defense and the goalkeeper in particular.
Yeah, Rohit played very well. He executed a couple of very good saves, especially a penalty corner, because the Dutch battery penalty corner converter, the track records are very good. And even otherwise also in run of play, the Dutch had a couple of good chances. But Rohit was outstanding. Rohit was outstanding as well as the goalkeeper. So both they played very well, and Indian defense overall gave a good performance in the second half. First half, little they were little, I think, little panicky because Holland took the lead very early in the fifth minute and then consolidated in the 16th minute. But second half, Indian defense stood its ground very well. They defended well, they combined well, and understanding was like which was missing in the first half was there in the second half, and then like India was playing like a good team in the second half. So second
Okay.
half was perhaps the best performance by India in this tournament so far.
Okay, a well-oiled unit as you progress in the tournament. That's what Prabjot is putting together. But Prabjot, a word on the coach, C.R. Ashok, the way he's managed his resources here, looking at this particular team and the distance that they have traveled. Many expected this team to hit a speed breaker there at the quarterfinals, looking at the team that coach had. But now that it has overcome that hurdle, how do you see this
Yeah.
team's prospects?
Yeah. He said like they were progressing match by match in this
Okay,
tournament. Yeah. So he said today, even when the team was trailing by 2 goals at halftime, in the
okay,
dressing room, players were like they had every all members of the team staff. They boosted the morale of the team. They said, "You can come back. 2 goals is nothing." And players also thought they can come back. They can stay. They come back because they had put high hopes on their performance and they wanted to do well in this tournament, especially after the game against Spain. So the break time, when they talked to each other, it was as a captain, Uttam, and even coach, they said after the match, yes, that was a time when the players, they decided if they can bounce back, they had thought they can do it and they will do it. And they did it. So now this is what their motto is: take each game by game, prepare yourself accordingly, and do well in each game. So next
okay.
game, when they play now Germany, because Germany is the only European team which has won this World Cup 6 times, and India has won twice. So now two former World Cup champions will play in the semifinals. Yeah.
Okay, Prabjot, since you mentioned Germany, six-time champion, India, two-time Junior World Cup champions, 8 World Cups between them. How do you see this particular game, Germany versus India?
Because Germany is a good young side, and today when at the press conference questions were asked, because India had even in a recent tournament in Malaysia, Sultan Johor tournament, India lost to Germany. And when the coach and the captain was asked, they said, no, now is the time to take back, to avenge those defeats and do well in this tournament, because ultimately the defeats against Germany in last 1 year are weighing heavy on their minds, and they want to avenge those defeats and put the team at level. So they want to do it here. So they think it's the best opportunity for the team now. Team is back into shape after defeating Netherlands. So that's a big morale booster, especially after they scored the equalizer through a penalty stroke. And the team now, if we go by what they Uttam and Coach Kumar says, team would go all out to win against Germany. So at least they would give out their best performance and hope it will be a good match.
Okay. Prabjot, looking at the fan base that India has at Kuala Lumpur, how do you see Indian nationals there come out in numbers to back this particular junior hockey team? No stars, but a performance that's got more people looking up for the next game that India plays, and the fans, the way they have turned out to cheer Team India.
You see, I'm a little surprised because in Malaysia, we have very strong people-to-people contact with Malaysia. Lots of Indians are settled in Malaysia, especially 2.5 million people are there, and about 100,000 Punjabis are there. But unfortunately, not many people turned up for the game against Netherlands today. Though two teams which have lots of players of Indian origin, they were there, and especially Canada. Canada's team, plus parents and family friends of players, they were there. And Kenya has brought a young team, Sikh Union Club. So they are about 30, 40 people, and about 60 Canadian Punjabis, they are here. So they were
Okay.
all supporting India, and especially another team which is supporting India outrightly was Chile.
Okay.
Chile's team management, all players, all officers were there. They were cheering India throughout in the game against the Netherlands. So India has a big support here, but now when Pakistan is playing this match against they have much more crowd supporting Pakistan team. So I was surprised why Indian community in Kuala Lumpur didn't turn up for
Okay, Prabjot,
India's match against the Netherlands.
The people in Kuala Lumpur,
Yeah,
would take note of that. And the next game
yeah.
against Germany, you have nothing to complain. We're going to come back to you, for that big game, India versus Germany there, the semi-finals. The team
Sure.
that the people of India would be looking forward to, where India put their best foot forward and move into the finals there. Thank you. Appreciate you joining us this evening, taking time out from the Junior Hockey World Cup, joining our viewers here on DD India.
My pleasure, my pleasure. All the best. Thank you very much.
Well, still to come on Sports Buzz. Lionel Messi's Inter Miami to play familiar foe Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia early next year. Turkish Football Federation suspends all league after club president punches referee in his face after a Super League match.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds. We get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD India Global Monday to Friday at these times.
Welcome back once again to Sports Buzz. Time now to get you all updates from Khelo India Para Games. Well, high jumper Varun Singh Bhati and Nishad Kumar won a gold medal each on the opening day of the athletics competition at the inaugural Khelo India Para Games. Bhati cleared 1.83 meters to beat Sailesh Kumar to finish on top of the podium in T42, T63 combined category. Nishad clinched the top spot in high jump in the T47 category. Nishad leapt 1.95 meters for the gold and Rampal took the silver while Chandresh Bagade bagged the bronze. Monu Gangas won the gold in the men's discus throw in F11 category with an effort of 34.23. In the men's 100 meters dash, Pankaj Boo clocked 12.41 seconds to win gold. Avnil Kumar bagged silver, while Mangat Hembram took bronze. Chirag won the 100 meters gold in the T35, T36 category, registering a time of 13.49 seconds. Anubhav Chaudhary was second and Narayan Thakur was third. Vinod Kumar took the gold in the 100 meters dash in T38 category, clocking 13.07 seconds. Indian para-badminton player Nitya Sri Shrivan lauds the government's initiative to organize the inaugural Khelo India Para Games. Speaking to DD India, Shivam said that the games will provide a platform for the budding para-athletes to showcase their talent on the national stage. Narayan Singh caught up with the player.
How you look this initiative, how it will help the para-athletes?
It is a good platform for all athletes, all para-athletes to showcase their performance over here, and they will get several good opportunities forward also. This might give an initiation to every people in India to know about para games.
If you take a look at the past tournament, they are winning a good number of medals. So what's the reason you find behind the India's stupendous performance?
We have professional academies, and I specifically train under Gaurav Khanna sir in Lucknow, and we have professional setup for our para training. We have coaches from outside other countries, and sir is taking huge responsibility on us, and he is the one behind para badminton who have made this number of achievements today. So not like other academies, they are also helping everyone.
You have seen that when para athletes came back after winning medals at the Hangzhou Para-Asian Games. So he interacted with, so such sort of motivation from the PM, he tweets for every individual when you are winning the medals. So how you look that thing, the we can say the encouragement from the top leadership for the athletes like you?
So actually meeting such big personalities is of course a big motivation for us, and they bless us with such a words. It really motivates us, and it makes us to keep moving forward. And schemes of our government are nowadays equal to para-athletes as well as able-bodied athletes. So it's a really good thing that we are also getting equal opportunities and importance like able-bodied athletes.
We can say that it's a big stepping stone, a big, we can say, achievement from the government side to give equal opportunity to everyone, and it's we can say that it will promote inclusivity in India. With camera person Senthil, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi.
Of Khelo India Para Games in Para Badminton men's category, and he thanked the government for organizing the games and thanked his fans as well, who cheered for him throughout the match. Let's take a listen.
So today is day 3 of Khelo India Para Games, and we have with us the gold medalist Nehal, who just won a stupendous match. Let's talk to him. पूरे स्टेडियम में केवल यही चीयर्स थी, जीतेगा भाई जीतेगा, नेहाल जीतेगा, और नेहाल ने फाइनली गोल्ड मेडल मैच जीती है. कैसा लग रहा है?
मेरे को बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है. इतना सपोर्ट मेरे देख के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, और दिल्ली में देख के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. मेरे को बहुत खुशी हो रही, गोल्ड मेडल जीता है.
पहली बार खेलो इंडिया पैरा गेम्स को देखते हुए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस पूरे अरेंजमेंट के बारे में और जिस तरीके का इनिशिएटिव सरकार ने लिया है?
खेलो इंडिया पैरा गेम्स तो हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था. इस बार गवर्नमेंट ने सोचा हमारे लिए भी, तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, और अरेंजमेंट तो बाकी बहुत अच्छे थे. सब कुछ अच्छा किया गवर्नमेंट ने हमारे लिए. पैरा
गेम्स के पहले सिंगल्स बैडमिंटन कैटेगरी मैच में आपने गोल्ड मेडल तो ले लिया है, लेकिन अब जो खेलो इंडिया है वो आपको और आपके बाकी टूर्नामेंट्स में कैसे मदद करेगी?
वो हमें सपोर्ट करेगा और अच्छे से सपोर्ट करेगा. भले कोई भी सपोर्ट हो, फाइनेंशियली सपोर्ट हो या फिर टूर्नामेंट को लेकर सपोर्ट हो, वो हमें सपोर्ट करेगा गवर्नमेंट.
एयरफोर्स के आपके लोग भी सभी देख रहे होंगे और उनको बहुत ही खुशी हो रही होगी कि पहला
फ्रेंड्स है वो सब देखते हैं. अच्छा लगता है जब पापा को सुनने में आता है कि आपका बेटा यहाँ जा रहा है, यहाँ जा रहा है, तो अच्छा लगता है सुन के. मेरा यही गोल है कि ओलंपिक में मेडल अपने नेशन के लिए और भी टूर्नामेंट्स में इंटरनेशनल में मेडल लाना, गोल्ड मेडल लाना, तो ये मेरा अभी तो है, एम है मेरा.
So this was Nehal, who was talking about his excitement and cheer level because he has won the first gold medal of the Para Badminton Games singles category, and now he is all set to celebrate this victory on a grand level. This is Deepika reporting from IG Stadium with camera person Saurabh Bakshi.
Well, many young children came to the stadium to support their favorite players. Watching the para players play, now they are also inspired to take up the sport in the future.
The environment is very electric here at the third day of Khelo India Para Games. Well, this is the first edition of KIPG 2023, but the fans are coming here in large numbers, and we have some small kids who have come here to watch the Khelo India Para Games. Let's talk to them. Hello, what is your name?
My name is Vaibhav.
Vaibhav, which player are you supporting today?
I am supporting Dev Rathi.
Dev Rathi, why?
Because he is playing good.
And which sport do you like?
I like cricket and football the most.
This is the first edition of Khelo India Para Games and the players are specially abled. Do you get any sort of motivation from these players?
Yes.
Okay, which sport would you like to play?
In future?
Yes.
I like to play cricket.
Why?
Because my inspiration is like MS Dhoni and I follow him so much. And because of him, I want to play cricket in the future.
You were cheering a lot for all the badminton players. Are you enjoying the matches?
Yes.
This is your first time watching a match?
Yes.
What do you want to say more about it?
Just enjoying the match.
Enjoying the match? Great.
Well, the Turkish Football Federation has suspended all leagues after Ankara's GUKA president Faruk Koca punched the referee in the face at the end of the Super League home match against Rizespor. Koca entered the field and hit the referee Halil Umut Miller while the final whistle blew after Rizespor scored the 97-minute equalizer in a 1-1 draw. Ankaragua fans invaded the pitch after the game and Miller was also kicked when he fell, though it is unclear who his assailants were. Miller eventually made it to the dressing room with the help of police. Interior Minister Ali Erikawa has said on a post on social media that a detention order has been issued for Koca. 2 players have already been detained as part of the judicial investigation into the incident. A FIFA referee since 2017, 37-year-old Mella took charge of Lazio's Champions League group game with Celtic on November 28th. Referees in Turkey are often criticized by club managers and presidents for their decisions, but are rarely the targets of violent attacks. Well, Lionel Messi's Inter Miami will play 2 matches in Saudi Arabia early next year, including one against familiar foe Cristiano Ronaldo and his club Al Nassr. The Riyadh Season Cup is part of the team's first international tour, which will also include stops in El Salvador and Hong Kong. Miami is set to take on Al Hilal at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh on Jan 29 before facing Al Nassr at the same venue on Feb 1st. Messi and Ronaldo have faced each other in more than 30 times in their career. They have won 13 Ballon d'Or awards between them, with the Argentinian leading the race by 8-5. Bayern Munich take on Manchester United in the Champions League on Tuesday. Bayern have already won Group A and secured a last 16 berth, while United are bottom of the table and must beat the Bundesliga champions to stand any chance of joining them in the knockout stage. United might have hoped that Bayern would be less fired up at the Old Trafford clash, but the debacle against Frankfurt means Thomas Tuchel's side will be wounded and dangerous. Bayern have 13 points from 5 matches and they beat United 4-3 at home, while the host must win and hope that Galatasaray and Copenhagen draw their match.
They're always a dangerous team. My experience is always very, very dangerous to play Manchester United. They have a certain aura, they have a certain mentality that makes them always very difficult to beat. They can endure difficult phases in their matches. I feel that this is part of the DNA of the club, that they can overcome difficult minutes, difficult phases in a match and still win and still steal points.